Shit, what's this podcast called?
Discourse of Human Events.
The discourse is just crazy.
Everything's okay, I'm just trying to act my age. Yeah, I wanna know where the hell the days go. Yeah, I wanna know where the hell the days go. I wanna look and feel years younger, baby. I wanna look.
All right. That's bullshit. All right. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Beautiful.
Okay. So,
Nick thinks that he might make it to the Broadway.
yeah. Singing sex toys, dildos, fleshlights. I can get the high notes and the low notes on all the sex toys, but no other words.
That's it. Why not?
It's a very odd ability.
Very specific opera.
If I was a superhero, I'd be a shitty superhero.
That would be the worst of all the super. Can you think of a worse superhero than you can sing opera, but only
You can sing opera.
like
but, yeah.
you're the best opera singer, but you can only sing like curse words and stupid things.
But you can make it work though. Like it's not that you sing them, but you can sing them so high pitched that it like shatters glass.
But you have to sing
And-
curse words.
Yeah, like cocksucker. Then, like
Shit just
like the
shatters.
guy crasps his ears and it's bleeding. But what about if you go really low? What's a low rumble of noise do? Like I always feel
Make you
high
shit your
pitch
pants.
breaks
It's
glass.
you hit the B note, right?
Oh,
Strong
The brown
bass.
note.
oh, this is a great superhero idea.
So that's it. The guy can sing high and low to do this.
Either make you shit your pants or like your ears bleed and glass shatters.
What would he be
Really
named?
hilarious.
Opera Man?
Opera man, shitty opera man.
Now I gotta see if Opera Man exists. Opera Man.
Oh, opera
superhero.
man.
I don't think there is. Look, we created a new
taken. Let's copyright this shit.
superhero. Opera Man.
I swear Marvel's gonna move on it if we don't.
Start our own franchise.
I like how I started the thing off as making superheroes would be funny, and you're like, nah, I'm not in the mood. And the first thing you do is
Yeah,
create a
that-
superhero.
That was one I was considering, and that's what prompted it. Is I was just thinking, like, for some reason I started singing Fleshlight and thought that could be a superpower.
Like, nah, I don't want to make superheroes. You know what? I'm gonna make a superhero. The first thing I do.
Let's make some superheroes just to see how far we go with it.
Opera Man's pretty good.
Okay. I just made one, Opera Man. Zach, you make a superhero.
A guy. Because now I'm on a poop theme. You know how my brain works. Because you're talking about shit in your pants. So, a guy who can get the answer to any question, but he has to shit it out. And it's like a little Chinese fortune cookie where he like pulls the answer out of his shit.
What?
Like a fortune cookie?
Yeah. Like it has like a little slip of paper that has the answer to whatever he asked.
I thought you were going to go another way with that. Okay, I think this is an improvement, by the way. Okay, he doesn't shit it out in like a turd and like open it.
Uh-huh.
He has to shit out strings into like letters that spell out the answer. So it's going to be a long time, but he'll get there.
He has to kind of walk as he's doing
Who
it.
is the murderer? Yeah, he has to pull down trowel and like do a little duck walk while he's laying the turd.
So he has to have like
Do a letter.
he has to have like, because it's a good size lettering. Like it's like a good size font, so he has to have like a good mile to walk if it's like a complicated answer.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then for complicated answers, like all the other superheroes, like go and buy him Taco Bell and Chipotle and just feed it to him and scarf it down. Some X-Lax he just scarfs down. But they can't be too diarrhea.
Actually, no. Yeah,
can't read it.
that's his weakness is X-Lax, because then he can't poop properly. He just comes out water.
It just looks like a bunch of splatter.
Yeah. Here we go.
Oh, I like the origin story. How does he find his powers?
Ooh,
One day he's just taking a shit, thinking,
No.
man, I wonder if so and so likes me or something like that, and he shits out the answer.
I was thinking the origin story of how did he get the powers is what you meant, and what I was thinking is he went to an ancient restaurant or something, like a real old restaurant that has old Chinese fortune cookies, and he was kind of feeling like experimenting a little bit, and he saw a fortune cookie and decided to shove it up his butt. And
Wait, what prompted you to shove it into your butt?
I know that sounded like a leap, but for some reason I wanted a fortune cookie to go up his butt, and so that's what's happening, okay? That's how I got the power.
For whatever reason, when you said ancient, my mind went to ancient Indian shitting grounds rather than burial grounds.
That's even better. That's so much better.
Shit.
He uncovers an ancient Indian shitting grounds and eats like an old turd, thinking it's some kind of berry or something.
We need to start these. All right, Chloe, your turn. What's a superhero?
Can you think of one that doesn't require shitting?
I know, but my mind already went there. I'm trying to retract.
Let me see if I can think of another one while she's going.
So
wait, the shitting could be called the number one
Okay.
man.
She wants to go. No, that's number 2.
yeah,
You
it's
wanna go
Mr.
with
Number 2
1.
man.
Oh.
So he's the pisser.
Oh, so we need a number 1 man.
Terrible.
Yeah. Okay, I got riffing off Chloe's. So the pisser. I think what's the Hawkeye or Longshot? Longshot's in Marvel, right? And he can throw knives and hit whatever.
I don't know, but sure.
This guy has perfect aim pissing. He pisses right in people's eyes.
But
right
he has
mouth.
a good 6-foot shot too. He can get a
unbroken
good
stream. Not 6 feet, 20 feet. 20 feet away, this man's pissing in your eyes.
I like it. The old eye pisser. So I also
Helps fight a crime.
So a variation on the guy that I just said with the defecation. The other thing that came to mind is, you know how you have people that can read minds and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this guy, if he gets a hold of your poop, if he just touches it, he kind of reads it like tea leaves, and he can know everything about you. He knows your whole history and your past.
Yeah, he doesn't touch it. He has to taste it.
Yeah, all the above.
He just looks at
all the above.
And the first thing he knows is not a lot of fiber in the diet.
That looks like he just went to Taco Bell.
He had Cheerios this morning.
Yeah, that's his base level. That's
too much milk.
Well, you know how superheroes always start learning their powers. That's the first thing is he can immediately tell what you had, to every single thing in your poop. And then he slowly learns that he can actually know your history and all your fears.
I see Mother didn't love you as a child based on this nugget in your turd.
Now that I have eaten the nuggets.
Okay, can we go out of poop matter now?
Oh, well, I had one that's only tangent, slightly related. So thinking of all the politics recently.
Yeah.
Okay.
The bullshitter.
The bullshitter. Okay.
So kind of related to shit. Anything you think, he can give a plausible alternative that makes you doubt your position, what you believe.
That's actually pretty good.
I think
that's a solid.
I think bird
one.
is real.
Yeah, that's true. Sometimes I kind of think it's real.
Yeah.
I think most politicians are pretty fucking good. But I mean going to the craziest level. I believe I'm, here in this room, and he convinces you, maybe you're the Matrix, and you start going, well, maybe I am. Maybe this isn't real. Maybe I should test it by jumping off this building, but you're not quite sure. but like, you believe it's a conspiracy.
He makes
And
you believe
it.
anything.
Yeah,
Any
birds
conspiracy.
aren't real.
I think this is just called the internet.
Yeah.
This is 4chan superpower.
Yeah, the bullshitter. That's my next superhero.
For some reason, when you said bullshitter, my mind went to now the bull. And you'd think like the
Now
bull,
the
because
bull.
initially I thought the bull would be somebody that could like keep running and stuff, but that's just like a juggernaut type thing. So then for some reason I thought like more of a matador power, and he can just turn things red. That's it. He can just turn anything red.
That's not like you could come up with creative uses of it. Like
Yeah.
he turns someone's face red and he goes, "Oh my god, he's choking to death!" And then like I guess for some reason he gets to choke do the Heimlich. I don't know how that helps, but maybe there's some obscure situation in which he needs that. You can come up with all retarded reasons for him to turn things red.
Yeah. It seems like that
trying to think of
somehow
another
could help.
situation.
I don't know why, but it could. He could splash water on people and turn it red and make them look like they're bleeding. Once again, I don't know how that helps, but this is just scenarios.
I'm trying to think of another situation he can turn something red.
He travels with a
okay.
bull, and he turns things red, so the bull goes after it.
Yeah. You know how all the scenes, all the superhero movies, often have a scene where the superhero uses his powers not to fight crime, but to get an advantage over something silly.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm thinking he goes to a real estate agent and then paints the whole house in a weird red and changing colors, and he's like, the color scheme's weird. I'm gonna have to give you a lowball offer.
That's funny. He could become a politician and start painting all their colors red and claim it's a fascist symbol of their party. There we go. We got a lot of superheroes already.
Here we go. Red Man. That's a rapper, right?
Yeah, I was thinking more like the Matador or something because
the Matador. You're right. Okay, we have our superheroes. Let's get a good villain. He has to be overpowered because they are usually the superheroes have to combine to beat them.
Yeah.
Right?
So the ones we just made somehow all come together to defeat a villain.
A villain that is just as retarded as this one. I feel like the bullshitter could be a villain.
Bullshitter definitely sounds like the villain.
Yeah, let's try to out-villain the bullshitter.
So first we turn something of his red. Oh, wait. No. The poo reader reads in the bullshitter's shit that he is clearly planning to take over the world through politics. And that he understands his powers and stuff, right? So that's how it starts.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how we know he's the villain.
Mm-hmm.
And then
he's gonna hold a ransom for $1 billion.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Shitter has to somehow figure out how to defeat him by asking the question, how do I defeat him?
What is his weakness? he lays out the truth.
What would be?
He actually wrote a little essay, and then when it hits the important part, he's like, somebody buy me some taco.
What would be the
bullshitter's
weakness? Weakness, yeah.
Ooh, so what's it's not just the truth that's the opposite of bullshit. It's what would defeat bullshit?
Debunking? The debunker?
Yeah, I don't know. Lame.
I mean, that's that's the opposite of bullshitting, right? Is
no, I think it's mockery.
Mockery?
Mocking
the bullshit?
Nothing made bullshit more obvious than when you watch The Daily Show.
I got it.
Or whatever.
I got it.
And then they mocks the ideas. What?
And the Matador can do it. They get him on TV, and they keep showing him something, and they're we're going to prove that this man is always bullshitting and always lying. Sir, what color is this thing, and he starts talking about how it's, you know, like green, and it's definitely green, and we turn to the camera and it's red because the Matador has turned it red. And then we turn to another object and he's like, "Sir, what is this? What color is this object?" And you know, he's like, "Oh man, it's blue. It's definitely blue. You know, blue stands for this. It's a great
But no,
part of
no,
our
no, no.
political
He's
party."
the bullshitter. He can convince
Yeah.
you. Like, remember that dress on the internet?
Uh-huh.
Like, it was blue or yellow, maybe?
Yes.
I forget.
But the point
He'll
is,
convince you. That he's the bullshitter.
but
That's
the point is, we mock him because every time he says it's blue, we turn it red right as after he's done saying it's blue.
But it doesn't matter that it's actually red. You have to do the mocking.
Ah, I see what you're saying. We
Like,
could
what's
turn
the
him red
mock?
that he's embarrassed.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's, if you mock
Something.
him, you can make him look embarrassed.
Eh.
Defeated.
I don't know if we have the ending for our shitty movie yet. This is, by the way, shitty superhero movie.
Shit in red.
Mm.
The bullshitter's
Alright,
a
what
tough
else
one
we
to
got?
defeat. We need to think of like a Fantastic Four of superheroes.
Do you want to move on from superheroes? Chloe's giving the I'm bored.
Chloe's like, done. Ixnay.
Like, I can't take this anymore. She's run out of shit. She doesn't give a shit anymore.
Okay.
Okay, Chloe, what's your topic? Now she has nothing.
Well, you see, I really want to talk about feces.
Can it please be turd related?
Well, you open the local news.
Okay, let's look at the news.
Oh, I have that up. It's not local news. It's just the news.
Oh, it's just news. It's okay. These days, national news pretty much your fecal matters anyway.
Mm-hmm. Billionaire wealth soars. That's old news.
Yeah, obviously.
CDC director says federal government does not have.
Oh, did you see Russia's whole riots?
No, I had no idea they were rioting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was allowed in Russia.
So there's this journalist that was exposing the Kremlin and Putin, basically exposing that he like lives in this giant palace and that he's super rich and that he's clearly corrupt because, you know, living in Russia you might not actually know this.
Oh, I was gonna say, who doesn't know that?
Yeah.
I guess maybe if you're in Russia.
Yeah, living in Russia, I'm sure there's propaganda to make it not seem so. But anyways, this journalist then was poisoned, but it was failed, and he was taken to Germany to get better, you know, because he was like in a coma for a while.
Yeah.
Anyways, once he got better, he went back to Russia, and immediately, like when he landed on the plane, they arrested him with like BS charges that didn't make any sense, which made it obvious they were just arresting him because he was exposing stuff. And so that's what started all these riots.
Now, I have a question slightly related to this. Not really. It's just, this is what I started thinking when you described this. So somebody poisoned, Russia or Putin wanted to have the guy poisoned.
Yeah, I'm assuming like a KBG or something.
But it was a failed poisoning.
Yeah.
So it wasn't enough, it wasn't done right.
There's something called a nerve agent.
My question is, Putin, being a dictator, they're always like, you know, you failed me, you must die. Does he then go to his head poisoner and be like, prepare your own meal?
His head poisoner.
Well, then he failed to poison himself. What's the point?
Yeah. Like, that's gotta be enough. Like, how does he get rid of his head poisoner? I guess he just is like, bullet in the head.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're doing the poisoning because they're not so clear cut that they can do that. They have to make it look like an accident.
Yeah, they wanted to
But
make
he's
it
the
look
head
like he
poisoner
died
guy.
of natural causes, right?
Yeah, so he can't do that for his head poisoner. He's just got to go to the whole bullet in the head route.
Yeah, I think he's fine with killing that.
Yeah, I guess. Well, you know, then it's obvious that he's shooting the guy.
I don't think people know who the head poisoner was, though.
I'm betting the head poisoner is like testing every one of his meals. Like,
You think the head poisoner does the old Princess Bride trick where he like tastes all his poison to become
he's immune to it all.
Yeah.
Could be. But yeah, riots.
Yeah, there's a lot of videos of them like it's kind of funny because it's without the headline or listening to them like protest in Russian, it's you can't tell the difference between that and riots here. So I thought that was interesting. Yeah. Basically, we all live in a police state, so.
Yeah, I really can't. I don't know what to say about Russia. I don't know much about it.
Yeah, me either. Except they have the craziest videos sometimes online. Like Russians doing like the craziest shit.
Really? What do you see in Russians doing crazy
shit?
You never seen a video about Russian drivers?
Yeah, there's just some crazy shit.
Maybe.
People like jumping off of like 10-story buildings into snow and shit. Like just weird, off the wall stuff. I think that's where like the Russian memes came from.
Well, anything. Maybe that. Yeah, a few years ago this was a thing. I vaguely remember some Russian videos. Not much.
Anyways, we can move on. That's something you hadn't heard. There's something new in the world. I feel what is the climate in the world now like just instantly protesting things.
Yeah, it is crazy. It's like I don't know. Everyone's so aggressive about.
Ain't nobody going to work.
Like
the Netherlands also.
I'm the one that's right.
The Netherlands this weekend had a protest against the lockdowns, and it was like the same thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's the most innocuous thing we could have a protest over?
Protest over protests?
Nah, that's not that. That's dumb. I'll give you that. I was thinking more like.
I got it.
Okay.
Stop signs should be hexagons instead of octagons.
Okay. That's good. I was thinking like if is the McRib a thing still?
Yeah. They just had that.
Bring back McRib.
Yeah, if they cancel the McRib again because they keep canceling it and bringing it back.
Yeah, it's a seasonal item.
Like fucking riot. Once they cancel it, like burn down McDonald's. Like nationwide protest over that McRib.
Damn, I think at BLM one of McDonald's got burned down. Think if they're actually protesting McDonald's.
I don't even know if I've had a McRib before. I may have eaten one, maybe, but I will be at that protest.
You know what? I don't know if I've had a McRib.
I never had a McRib.
So much about. I'm pretty sure I've had one once in my life.
Yeah, I'm sure I've had one, but like it's been so long I don't remember what it tastes like.
They're not much to write home about, but some people love them.
Yeah, some people are all about the McRib. Are you guys are still in like a full lockdown, aren't you? Like
I can't even tell anymore.
Did you even know the rules?
No, that's it. They change too often. No outside dining.
Yeah,
that's what I know.
Restaurants closed. You can go to store for shop.
Yeah, no gyms.
Can you not dine inside a restaurant at all?
You can't dine outside of a restaurant.
Wait, you can't inside?
No, you can't inside either.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. You can't dine at any so restaurants are still fucked in California.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
There was a brief time where you could go inside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it was very brief.
Wow.
The whole restaurant has like 2 sets of customers.
Yeah, but it's California, so it's always nice. So they had for a long time outdoor dining. That's gone now too. You can't dine outside.
I'm shocked they got rid of outdoor dining.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
Huh?
He's shocked they got rid of outdoor dining.
Yeah, because some people are putting up tent.
Yeah, because outdoor dining just turns into indoor dining because it's not that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. If they just
so retarded.
If they just cover up everything, it just becomes indoor dining.
Yeah. Then you can't be that specific. Like, yes, outdoor dining, but no tent. If there's a tent, make sure there's one side open. So,
I don't want to test like the craziness of the rules.
What?
So, like, once they bring back outdoor dining, so I think one time we went outdoor dining and then it was like we had to be seated, and then the people in front of us had their backs towards us. Like, you know, so I guess we weren't breathing towards their nose. I don't know. Didn't make any sense, the actual spacing guidelines. Like, there never seems to be coherent rules or how they do it. So I was thinking, like, just making up shit, like, rules. So I'd, like, be, like, the upside-down diners. So you have to eat under the table, and other people have to eat above the table. Just see how far you can take it with crazy rules like this.
Hey,
you have to be literally upside down eating under the table.
Our governor said, like, between your bites, you're supposed to wear the mask.
Yeah!
It's like, how am I supposed to do this?
That's the craziness. Like, I feel like upside down dining, because the distance of your mouth is now greater between the other table and you.
That was your
now your mouth is down on the floor.
That was your governor that said that? I remember that being said.
Gavin Newsom,
Like, just the irrational, like, let's just...
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna do that.
I got it. You gotta wear earplugs, too, because we think COVID might spread in your ears. So put in the earplugs.
Oh, my God. I like it.
And to make sure that you don't stay around too long, our waiters are instructed to go and fart near your table every now and then.
Just cough.
To kind of get you out. I think I'd make a good governor. That's what I'm saying.
Didn't we do predictions on when we think everything would be normal? We said basically next year still.
2022. Yeah.
I think we're on track.
If we're lucky, 2022.
Yeah. Crazy.
Because they said that the new African strain is quite deadly.
Yeah, I've heard things about maybe the vaccine doesn't work against some of them, which has always been a risk, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or that like 30% effectiveness rather than 99 was, I think, the worry. Like
30%
effectiveness. Yeah, rather than because it's 99 something against the strain we know.
Oh, against the strain.
I think that's what they were thinking about the African one, but it's always very preliminary, and they're like giving a quick look. We think possibly, but you know, like when you hear these news, they're always the most like
fear-mongering.
Yeah, fear-mongering. So they always pick the study that is like the most worrying and scary.
Yeah, definitely.
So you always take that into account until like really there's a consensus.
Everyone's gonna die. Our work just sent out an email extending the work from home till July. We kind of knew. I was like,
or till July.
Yeah, well, like we'll think about it in April at the end of the quarter, and I'm like, yeah, it's not gonna. April's not gonna happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at least we know it's summer for us, right?
Summer. Yeah. I've heard rumors that we're going to be extended to 2022.
Nah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Gonna happen.
So, crazy.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens. 2020's already started off with a bang, so we'll see what happens. How do you feel now that Biden is officially in office, and do you think Trump is going to be one, convicted by the Senate, and two, actually stand like trial for any kind of crimes he did?
I don't think he will.
No?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
It's too much bad of a precedent. As soon as, changes hands, they don't want the other guy to be going, like somebody to go after them. Same reason like Bush is. I mean, if anybody should have been prosecuted, probably Bush, right? Nothing happened. War crimes,
the Iraq War?
Yeah. Like, clearly that bullshit about weapons of mass destruction wasn't real.
Yeah.
And like, 1 million people died over that.
Very true.
Like, 1 million people. Like, this is the one thing about Trump where it's like, he's the worst president.
Yeah, you kind of forget that about the whole
Bush.
War that had no sense to it.
Yeah, this is where it's like, he didn't do much. He just sat on his ass. Which makes him as not that bad in my book. Maybe he said racist things. It's not as bad as killing 1 million people. And spending $1 trillion to do it, by the way.
You know what? You make one of the best arguments for why Trump isn't the worst president.
Not even close.
Well, we still have Andrew Jackson, you know.
Yeah.
If you look at a history book, there's
Yeah,
a lot.
we have so many that committed real genocides, and then there's a guy that says vaguely racist things. Okay?
Come on.
We had actual KKK members become president of the United States. Like, this is where I'm with, like, the media overdoes it a tad.
I think part of that is when they say the worst president ever, I think most people are saying in our lifetime.
But it doesn't even come close to Bush.
Yeah, for the millennial, you know.
Yeah.
How many presidents they have seen?
It's true. They had
that might be
Obama and
just
then
like-
they had Trump.
Yeah, they don't know anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Trump was just so awful in like you said, one, he didn't really do anything politically, but his public persona was so bad that people hate him that much. And I mean, obviously the Capitol riots really added to that whole facade.
Yeah. So I don't know. But I don't know what he's gonna do once he's out
Great
now.
entertaining, man.
He moved to Florida, apparently.
Hasn't he always really resided there in Mar-a-Lago?
I don't know. I don't know that much about
I think
Trump.
that's been his main base. I know he's always a New Yorker, but I think his main home has always been Mar-a-Lago, apparently, which I didn't know until he became president. But
Interesting.
Yeah, like, I heard from some of the news sources, like, a lot of banks have stopped working with Trump and his company, you know, because of the...
A lot of banks.
Yeah. Then I think about it. Well, some of the bank actually deal with Mexican drug cartels.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
I know it's the same fake morality a lot of companies do. Is like,
oh yeah, absolutely.
Like, we're so LGBTQ plus, you know, whatever
letter that you have.
We have slave shops.
Yeah.
We have so many slave shops, but we're morally good people.
Well, we're good people.
I was like, no, you're
Don't
no,
look
you're
over there.
No,
There's
you're not.
concentration camp, but don't look.
Very true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think there will be a political party that evolves from Trumpers?
I don't know. Like, the Republican Party seems like in real shambles right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to get their shit together.
But, you know, they might not have to.
Why?
Why?
Because in the next 40 years, if everything goes really south, there's no one to blame but the Democrats. Because they have control of every single thing.
That's
so
very
I
true.
think if somehow everything over the next 4 years goes okay, then yeah, the Republicans need to like form a new party because they're toast.
Which is kind of scary because that means Republicans really want things to go south.
Yeah, of course. But it's the same thing with the Democrats when Trump was in office. Oh, we really want 3 point whatever trillion and then as soon as like Biden's in, oh yeah, let's send out $1,400 checks.
Yeah, right.
Like they obviously don't want the checks until the election's over.
Yep.
Like that's the problem with the system as it is now is the opposition party becomes the I hate America party. And like let's make everything shit while the party that's in power tries to do something to make it good. Let's make it shit.
Yeah.
And
that's why it took like 8 months to get the
$600
thing.
Yeah. Because they don't want you to get money. They want it to all go to shit.
They're like, we don't want to like approve a check for people while Trump's in office. We want to wait till the election's over.
Now the Democrats have like majority in everything, though.
Yeah.
There's very little. They can't filibuster the Republicans because they don't have 60 Democrats. They can filibuster. That's it. Other than that, the Democrats get anything they want.
Mm-hmm.
Unless some Republican is willing to go up there and sit there and debate and like just talk for days.
Yeah.
And then they only need to get 10 Republicans to override it.
They might do it though, right?
They will, but probably not for every single issue. I bet there will be a few issues in the next couple of years that they will filibuster over.
What Biden's really going to do in office, though.
I don't think he's gonna do it.
Yeah, I think it'll just be
things
business
as
as
normal.
usual. Taxes will probably go up.
Yep.
I don't know. He's pretty old. Maybe an old man will finally be like, you know what? Or maybe he'll die and it'll be Kamala Harris and things might change. Who knows?
Yeah. You know what I actually want to see? Here's where I'll actually be okay. He's not that bad, or he's not like, you know, if he says, like you said, he's too old. I think they do the Oval Office addresses, the presidents.
Yeah.
Right, where that comes onto them in the Oval Office, and they give some serious speech about terrorism. Jimmy Carter did a real big one about, I think, the U.S. industrial military complex or something like that, or whatever. I want him to do an Oval Office speech, very serious tone, and he just says, fuck it, lights a blunt, and just starts smoking. And it says, legalize it, bitches.
That's what I wanted Obama to do in his last day in office. It's just on an executive order.
Yeah. And then I'll be like, all right, he's not that bad of a president. He's pretty good. But I'm not holding my breath for this.
So your standard is Biden has to light a blunt in the Oval Office on TV.
Yeah, on national television. And say, fuck it.
Hey, maybe Snoop Dogg will convince him.
Come out
He's everywhere now.
He has Alzheimer's.
What's that?
That's what, yeah.
There's going to be people coming out and claiming that he has Alzheimer's and he no longer fit to be the president.
But you know what? He's going to be like, it helps with Alzheimer's. And he lights up another one.
That's hilarious. That would be amazing.
And he said, like, I ain't smoking weed. Those are angel dust.
Yeah.
I like that.
A whole nother thing if it's PCP. That's the next Oval Office address. He's smoking the PCP.
Oh, God. So what else is going on in the world besides, the global pandemic and the politics and the fall of our country?
It's gonna fall apart. Everything is gonna fall apart. It's gonna be end of the world. Well, that's American national news. Sounds like every day.
Yeah, I know. Pretty much. What else has been going on? Have we seen? Oh yeah, Chloe was saying smoking angel dust because I showed her Friday the other day, the movie Friday. You remember that thing?
Yeah, that's classic.
And yeah, Smokey was tricked into smoking angel dust.
I watched this interview. I think it was Seth Rogen. Don't quote me on that, but it's irrelevant. It was some comedian or somebody talking about Ice Cube being on a plane, and they worked with Ice Cube, and Ice Cube is just the toughest person to get to laugh. They've never really seen him laugh, right? And one day they're on a plane with him, and they just heard him laughing really hard. And they're like, shit, I gotta see what he's watching to see, kind of what, humor he has, because it's so hard to get him to laugh.
Medea's family reunion.
So he goes to the restroom, and on the way back, he sees that Ice Cube is watching Friday, his own movie, and that's what's been cracking him up the whole time.
You're kidding. It is a good movie. I don't know if it's that good.
It's pretty funny. Yeah, I can't believe they actually made a bunch of sequels to that too. Didn't they make 2 or 3?
Yeah, didn't you watch the second one? I didn't watch the third one.
Yeah, I watched the second one. Was there a third one? I can't remember how many.
There was a third one. It's next Friday, and then it's Friday after next, I think. I did not watch that one. The second one was okay.
I don't remember the second one being bad or anything.
Yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't as good as the first one. I just remember there's a scene where there's a fat girl chasing around a skinny guy around a car for a child support payment. I remember that one. And she's just like, you ain't gonna catch me. You ain't gonna catch me. And then you just take some fast food. And she's like, you owe me child support. Bitch, they're 3 years old. I've only been with you last 6 months. Something like that.
The first one was so classic, though. There's so many classic lines in that one.
Yeah. That's the only scene I remember from the second one. That made me laugh.
Yeah, that's a good one.
The first one, there's so many things I like. Oh, Chloe, this part's going to be funny coming up, because I know. I have mind control over him. He be here, I be quiet. But he gone, I be talking again. That's the best line.
That's a good one.
It's just so ridiculous.
Oh, God. I still have the like just use cereal thing in my mind too. I think I just quoted that the other day.
Oh, just use water? Just
Or
pour
yeah,
some
just
water?
use water from cereal. Just use water.
Better pour some water on that damn shit. His dad's like, you ain't gonna throw that away.
Now don't nobody go in there for about 35 to 45 minutes.
5 minutes.
Oh yeah, it's great because it's right
Somebody open the
after
window.
his mom was like, "Oh, Craig, you don't have game, but your dad, he have game."
yeah.
He comes out not going to the bathroom for 45 minutes. Like, that's game?
Yeah, that's a classic. Any other new stuff that you have watched?
New stuff? What do we watch?
There was a show, Endeavor.
Oh, Endeavor. So like a British show where it's
Endeavor.
like 1960s detective, Sherlock Holmes-ish, where he's like really smart,
Okay.
figures it all out, and makes you feel like, oh, if I were smarter, I would have figured that out.
It's Amazon Prime, not Netflix.
Yeah.
It's
from the BBC. You know, they always have like the, it's a certain quality.
The BBC, yeah.
PBS Masterpiece,
So yeah,
There's,
that's pretty good.
And I started watching Mad Men.
Yeah.
I've never watched that
Christine
one.
Hendricks earlier. You never watched it?
No, I never watched Mad Men.
I watched the first 2 seasons like years ago. It was okay, but not enough to keep me going.
Yeah.
It was good. I think it's good. I think years ago I tried to watch the first season. I didn't get into it. I blame that I don't understand American culture back then, and two is I was too young.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Is I just don't have an interest in it.
It's
like the advertising market in the 60s is just like,
Yeah. Isn't it like they didn't have like a. It's not as cool as like The Sopranos or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like where people are getting capped and shit.
I just know
like,
it's only going to be so
like,
good.
How do we trick these idiots into buying dumb shit?
Yeah. And I know it's going to be a lot about like sleeping around and stuff. That's I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So only so much. It's basically like a soap opera, but with good production values.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what it is. Ooh, man,
It sort of gets boring.
I think the next season of Better Call Saul will be the last one. That
I
I'm looking
haven't
forward
watched
to.
the latest one. Don't tell
It was
me.
good.
I don't know why. Really? The latest one?
I mean, just as good as all the others.
Yeah. I don't like. Could it get better than when like his brother actually dies? That one was like the.
Yeah, I mean, the show's still really good though.
Yeah, maybe I should go watch it.
Did
It's been on my to watch
Did you
list
ever
for a long
watch
time.
the Breaking Bad movie? I can't. God, I can't think of the name.
No, I didn't. Was it any good?
It was super good, dude. It was just like a long
forgot it
episode of
existed.
Breaking Bad.
Out of it?
El
Yeah,
Camino.
it's after Jesse. Do you remember what happened in the end?
Yeah, like Jesse drove out of the car and something
Yeah.
exploded.
Yeah, that is
So
an
what
El
happened
Camino he
after?
drove off in, and that's the name of the movie. It's after
Yeah,
that.
but what kind of ruins it is like. So, like in The Sopranos, where it fades to black, strong interpretation is Tony died,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not necessarily what happened, right?
Yeah.
You could fill in the blanks with anything your imagination comes up with, which is one of the strengths of the ending. A lot of people didn't like it. I thought it was a great ending.
Mm-hmm.
Because you could fill it in, right?
Yeah.
Here you can't. Jesse driving off, at the point that it happened, you could be like, you could imagine his life went happy, it went terrible. You can imagine anything you want.
Yep.
But now there's probably an answer.
Yeah, you definitely got to watch it. I think it is, it feels like just a long episode of Breaking Bad. And it gives you some kind of cool little background stories that you didn't see before. The only thing that's a little weird is the what's his name? The Matt Damon discount special guy.
Yeah.
He kind of gained weight.
He's famous enough to know who he is now. He's
Yeah, he's a good actor, honestly.
yeah, I know, but he just so looks like an uglier Matt Damon.
Yeah, it's kind of.
He was the subject of one of our podcasts, and I still can't remember the man's name.
We did a whole podcast about him. We can't remember his name.
I'm gonna Google discount Matt Damon. I
And he'll
guarantee
come up.
it'll be the first result.
He'll definitely come
Discount
up.
Matt Damon. Yeah, that's
No, this guy.
Yeah,
It's Jesse something.
Oh, damn it! It's Matt Damon in Black Mirror, and then okay, the article I linked to, like when I looked at it, is Matt Damon in Black Mirror. It's like no, it's that guy, Jesse
What?
Plemons.
Yeah, Jesse Clemens, right?
Plemons.
Jesse, right? His name is Jesse Clemens.
Plemons with a P.
Plemons. Oh, Plemons.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, Jesse Plemons.
He ain't no Matt Damon.
But dude, did you watch the movie from Charlie Kaufman I recommended?
Which one?
I'm thinking of ending it. He's in it.
no, I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, he's good in it.
He's a great actor. That's why it's kind of funny that.
Yeah. He's a good actor, but he just looks too similar to Matt Damon, but uglier and fatter.
He has a certain look to him.
Yeah. Same vibe.
Yeah. So what's funny is the reason I knew his first name was Jesse was because there was an interview, and people were getting mixed up because, shit, what's his
We
name?
covered this part. It's actually very similar.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Actually, we cover his eyes and eyebrows.
Chloe wants to let's share this. Let's share our screen so
okay.
Chloe can show you what we're talking about. Okay.
Share your screen.
Share my screen. Okay. Can you see my? You can see my screen, right? Yes.
I'm
Hello?
pulling it up. Yeah.
Okay. You see on the second row, the very last picture on the second row.
Hold on, it's coming up. It's loading.
You're gonna have to edit the shit out of this.
Why is it not loading? What the heck? May I have to stop streaming mine?
Really? Just Google image discount Matt Damon.
Okay. Anyways, what I was saying is the reason I knew his first name was Jesse is because people were confused when they had like a Breaking Bad interview with them because what's his name who plays Jesse Pinkman, his name is Jesse, but the guy who plays the Todd is Jesse.
Yeah.
Discount Matt Damon.
Yeah, then go Google images.
Uh-huh.
Okay, second row, last picture. It's a picture of both Matt Damon and Jesse Plemons side by side.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what Chloe did. She covered like basically their eyes
And eyebrow.
with her eyes and eyebrow with her one finger, and then you can't tell which one's Matt Damon and which one's Jesse Plemons.
No, they have like the same exact nose and mouth, basically.
Yeah, they're almost identical once you cover up just the top bit.
Dude, we should start a conspiracy that they're the same person.
Yeah. Like they actually filmed all of Matt Damon's movies like in 2010 or the year 2000. And then he got fatter and older and like they just started filming as Jesse Plemons.
Just draw little eyebrows. You use a brow pencil. It'll work.
It's so funny that he's just called Discount Matt Damon.
Wait. We can go back to superhero. One guy's superhero. One superhero's power.
He used to look
is-
like a discount.
No, I thought you could make uglier, shittier versions of people.
Yeah.
Like the exact same. And that's how Jesse Plemons came to be.
Oh my god. That's so fucking funny. I can't believe we did a whole episode on him though and couldn't remember him. What?
There's something forgettable about the man.
Yeah. His character, Todd, though, is not forgettable. Oh, so here's the confusing thing. You ready for this?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
So Aaron Paul plays the voice of Todd in BoJack Horseman.
Yeah.
But he also
Todd
plays Jesse
is the
Pinkman.
character in...
And then
Yeah.
Jesse Plemons plays Todd in Breaking Bad.
It's all
Yeah.
connected somehow.
Wait. Aaron Paul actually did voice for BoJack? Or just
Yeah, he's Todd.
He's Todd.
Yeah, I
Jesse
know.
Pinkman is Todd. And
Yeah, I know. He's Todd. Did he also do BoJack? Or BoJack's somebody else?
BoJack's somebody else.
Okay.
BoJack is Will Arnett.
All right. That's why I was so confused.
It doesn't sound anything like Jesse Pinkman.
The whole time, actually, BoJack Horseman was Jesse Pinkman imitating Will Arnett.
That'd be news.
Anyways, now that we're done with our discount Matt Damon rant.
I don't know. I don't remember how we got here at all. Do you?
Do we ever know? Do we ever
No.
really know?
You can take back the share.
You can do stop sharing.
I'm still sharing.
Stop sharing. Oh, I gotta click on you. Okay. Yeah, I see what you're doing.
Stop sharing.
I don't care.
Ours.
Oh, because we're talking about that you should watch El Camino. I don't know how you
yeah.
haven't watched it, dude. It was so good.
There's so many things to watch.
Some people don't
anymore.
like it, but I
don't
thought it
even
was
remember.
exactly what I wanted. A long episode of Breaking Bad.
But without Walter White. That's like barely Breaking Bad though.
Yeah. Yeah. It's still pretty good. Trust me. Just trust me. You gotta watch it.
Alright.
You know what we need to do? We still need to write a TV script or a movie script.
We have a movie that we've had like 8 episodes on.
We never finished.
And
We
we
always
never
forget
finished
the
it.
next time we do an episode on
We have to.
what it was even about.
Yeah, we should do that though. Anyways,
What else? Let's get one more topic and see how long we can run with it.
oh, I
Maybe
got another
an hour.
superhero.
Okay.
They can make themselves look like Matt Damon or Jesse Plemons at any time.
Those are the only two they can copy.
Yes, they can only look like one or the other.
Man.
So I brought it back, full circle. We're good. We're here.
Oh, do you think they'll make a sequel to Team America World Police? And
Oh
they'll
my
get a
God,
fatter dummy where he just goes, Jesse Plemons.
They said they would never make another one of those, which is sad.
I know. Too bad.
Unfortunately.
I wanted to see a Jesse Plemons dummy.
Oh man.
Jesse
That was a
Plemons.
classic.
I'm
They
curious.
make so many sequels of shitty movies. Why don't they make the Team America too?
It was apparently super difficult to film the marionettes. You move them like just a fraction of an inch, and then you take a shot. Then you move a fraction of an inch.
It's like super tedious.
Yeah, they said it was way too much fucking work.
Can't they just hire people to do that part though? The problem is they probably want the control of doing it.
Yeah, and I think they're sort of the perfectionist type. Is like,
Yeah.
yeah, well, a lot of artists are like that, right?
Yeah, it would be hard to make a movie and not be in control of actually the movie making part.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's always stories of like writers where like they write the script, right?
Mhm.
And then a director takes over and butchers the fuck out of it, and
Yep.
how like unhappy they are.
Yeah,
So that's kind of what would happen.
true.
So let's never let go of our bullshitter and what were the other
the
ones?
Matador
This
and
man and the Matador.
Fortune Shit Cookie Guy.
We're gonna make those movies,
Totally.
and they'll star Jesse Plemons.
He'll actually play all
We
of
can't
them.
afford Matt Damon. Let's be honest.
He'll pull like an Eddie Murphy and play all the superheroes and villains.
I'd watch this.
Totally
I don't know
down.
why.
Well, what else do we have to round out this show?
Yeah, I was trying to look for one more topic we can get like 15 to 20 minutes out of. What else is going on in the world?
47 bags of dog poop.
I was reading
Right on
that
Zach's
too.
alley.
47 bags of dog poop collected one day at the Colorado open space.
That doesn't surprise
I mean-
me. Like there's just an open area where people don't clean up dog poop.
No. It's actually all those people bring a dog that deliberate shitting in that place.
Hmm?
Crazy, man.
Okay, let me go to our all. Let's see if there's anything interesting.
Yeah, you are way too far down in news for anything to be good.
Yeah. That Bernie meme
Yeah,
really took
next.
off, but it's already old.
Oh shit, was that photo from Al Franken before he was a senator? I thought he was a senator. Do you know what they're talking about there?
Uh-uh.
No idea.
You know who Al Franken is?
Yeah. I don't know what this
Yeah.
is about.
So during the Me Too, like, the peak of Me Too,
Yeah.
Okay.
you know he was a senator, right?
Yeah.
He
I
became
mean,
a
it says it
senator.
right in there,
And
yeah.
before he was an SNL comedian.
Uh-huh.
So Google Al Franken picture. I'm sure you'll see the picture. There's a picture of him, like, pretending to grab a girl's tits. Yeah. See, I thought he was a senator at the time, but he was on a military helicopter,
Uh-huh.
and he took a photo of himself grabbing the tits
I
of
see.
a sleeping woman.
Pretending
A
to.
sleeping military person. Yeah, he's not actually grabbing the tits.
So he's just joking.
Yeah. So he had to resign over this during the peak of Me Too.
I mean, it's not good photo, I guess, and I get why the Me
Yeah.
Too movement would cancel. It's not a good one.
I think it's not that, like, he's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's that he was also one of the people that were like, oh, Me Too, oh, you people are so evil. And then you find a photo of him doing it's the hypocrisy. It's not him doing this. It's like the Republicans that are anti-gay
Are usually closeted.
Yeah, it's not that they're gay. It's when you find out that they're gay and they're so anti-gay in their policy.
Yeah.
Those are the things that you go, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, that's true.
So I think that was it. But I didn't know he wasn't even a senator at the time. Like, that's his...
It does look like an old photo.
Like, you don't even know. Yeah. Why was he on a military plane if he wasn't a senator? That's what I don't get.
Well, it's on
You just assume
SNL,
he
maybe a
was a senator.
comedian doing something.
It could have been. Like, he was doing a comedy show or something.
Yeah, don't they do like I forget what it's called, where they go and do shows for troops?
At that point, like, then I guess I could forgive him a little bit more if I had that context. Because he's a comedian, he's just doing funny shit.
Yeah.
He wasn't a senator where he's supposed to be serious and, like, start considering moral issues.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
But then, yeah, it is a little hypocritical that he did that. And then
It's certainly not a good
time
photo.
span where he could have grown in character, right, when he became a senator.
Yeah. Man, there's no way I could run for any kind of a high office.
Oh, no, after this podcast, Zach, you can't become, like, the town garbage man if they discover this stuff.
Just release one episode, like show one episode of this podcast, and you'd be like, "Well,
Some
no."
of the shit I've said, you could get me fired from anywhere.
It's pretty much. I think about that sometimes, though.
I do. I'm like,
by any
there's a
job
picture of me on that website that we have, and it's like, the wrong person finds out and they send that to my workplace. No way in this whole archive that we have that they can't find a million things to fire me over.
Somebody has to take the effort to listen to episodes, though. That's the thing that's keeping it from happening. Somebody has to have the dedication to listen and find those things.
So here's how I'd kill 30 million people with the most ease, Zach, to commit genocide. And here's the people I would commit genocide against. Like, there are clips of shit like that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you said certain things like that on this podcast before.
That's why I feel like those Twitter mobs.
I'm telling you, if I had like an actual like just a staff of a couple people of this podcast, their first job would be to listen to every episode and clip the dumb shit we've said, so we'd have a soundboard. Remember when I was trying to do that, but it was just too much effort.
Yeah.
I do remember some good ones, though.
See, that's why I don't post a lot of shit on the internet.
The thing is, you can, because no one cares who you are.
Yeah.
No one cares who I am. They don't
Just
care.
don't run for
You have to
president
be
or
important
senator.
enough. Yeah.
Or you piss someone off, they'll make an effort.
Yeah. I might, like, at some point when I'm ready to be let go from my workplace, I might just start posting Nazi shit. I don't even believe in it, but I'll start posting it.
What?
Jeez.
I'll just start tagging my people I work with in all my podcasts. I'll just start
Yeah.
posting on Facebook with the tagging them.
All right, what else we got? Scroll down a bit.
Yeah, I didn't know that about Out Friggin' though.
There are penguins. This is too involved. It's got to be like a short sentence. That's all the attention span I have.
Reddit's just kind of trash though. Oh,
Yeah, I know,
Seth
that's
Rogen was
the
going
problem.
off on Ted Cruz on Twitter.
For what?
He just kept on saying shit like this. Like they're having a feud on Twitter, like going back and forth.
Yeah, I don't think it's true, but okay.
I'm sorry. What is Seth Rogen famous for?
His
Movies.
laugh, mostly.
I can't do it.
Do you remember watching Superbad?
Superbad.
McLovin?
No,
Oh, how can you not remember McLovin?
That's classic.
The two kids trying to get alcohol
And
was the whole plot mostly. One kid had a fake ID and his only name was McLovin.
oh yeah.
They had the really
Okay.
fat Jonah Hill when he was young.
Uh-huh.
The cop, do you remember the cops?
No.
The cops that took McLovin in.
Okay.
They were like, it's cool, it's McLovin. And they drove him around.
Oh yeah.
You don't remember it all, do you?
Vaguely.
Seth Rogen was one of the cops.
He was the writer of the movie. One of the writers.
He's basically just
He's
high
stoner
people
humor.
movies. Stoner humor, yeah.
I see.
Like Friday, but the early 2000s instead of...
That's the best way to put it.
Got it.
And white rather than black. Jewish, actually, rather
Jewish,
than black,
yeah.
I believe. Yeah, that's basically what... He's basically like Ice Cube, but
He's a Jewish Ice
he's
Cube.
Jewish. He's a white Jewish Ice
The
Cube.
Canadian Jewish Ice Cube.
Did he also
Yeah.
produce the movie about North Korea?
Yes, he was in that. He was in it. So
Did I
he was
just-
the main guy. He was his producer in the movie.
I think I remember.
Yeah, that's Seth Rogen.
Is that the title of
He
this
has a
episode?
Very famous
Seth
laugh.
Rogen is the Jewish Ice Cube?
Yeah, maybe. Something like that.
What else do we have?
I stopped looking at Reddit for a long time.
I know, it's just so trash anymore. It's so
It's
bad.
just funny memes and stuff.
Okay, TikTok. Zach, I finally took your suggestion
You
to
did.
start watching TikTok.
Yes. Are you addicted
And
now?
here's the thing. I'm not addicted, but I do watch it on, like, occasion. And here's the weird thing. I think it's crap. But I still watch it.
I think it's
That's
great.
That's the dichotomy. No, it's awful. It's like, I would say 99 out of 100 videos, I don't make 2 seconds into it.
Yeah.
Like 2
I
seconds,
agree
I'm
with
like,
that.
no. That's why it's mostly trash. And even the 1 out of 100, which I do watch,
Mhm.
they're not great. They're mediocre at best.
I don't.
Mediocre at best.
You know what I'm thinking? It reminds me of the old internet.
Well, no, it reminds me of just old TV. Because what makes it great is that you can change the channel so quickly.
Yeah, that's true
Like
too.
it's just I get to channel flip again. I get to pass judgment in 2 seconds. I get to say fuck you, this is shit in 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But
But
and
you
then
also,
like finally I settle on something and it's mediocre at
but
best.
you can curate it, right? Like
And
you can
it's
start
just
following
that's-
people that have something you actually really enjoy.
There's
if you like
there's no
stuff.
one that I don't know how many things I've watched. Like probably over 1,000 videos I have gone through at this point.
Yeah.
I have maybe hearted like 2, and I have followed 0 people.
Well, you still haven't curated enough.
It hasn't been good enough to do it. It hasn't been good enough where I'll be like, I'll follow that guy, or I'll heart it. It's mostly, like, at very best, it's mediocre.
That's so funny.
It's just, I love changing the channel to be like, because it just goes with my attention span of like,
That's
2 seconds, nope.
Yep.
2 seconds, nope.
That's, I think, part of the addictiveness is how easy it is to just swipe up and get a new one.
Yeah, that's why I come back. Is like I can just keep changing
Like
it
that
until
fix
I
is
find
so
something watchable.
so easy.
Yeah, that's why it's addictive. It's
Yep.
not about the content. The content's mostly dog shit.
I've laughed pretty hard at some TikToks.
There was one I told Chloe where I laughed that I thought was good, and I hearted this one. It's one of the few.
Well, let me
where,
hear.
like the cop goes up to the guy, being like, "Can you explain to me why you're speeding through here?" They're like, "This is a bad neighborhood. I'm speeding through here. That's why I'm speeding through here." And the cop's like, "Yeah, that's a good reason. I'll be speeding through this motherfucker too." That cracked me up. I don't know why.
There's a lot of like little skits like that. That's what I'm saying. You
Most
just need
of
to
them
find
aren't
more
that
skits
good.
that you like.
Maybe I skip them because they don't catch me in the first 2 seconds.
Yeah. Do you ever watch some of the ones that are just like, what's a video that like lives rent free in your head, and then it shows like
I
internet
skip
clip?
those immediately because it's just too. Anything where I see it too much, I skip immediately. And that song. What's that
Oh
song?
no! Oh no! No!
Yeah.
No! No! That
Oh,
one.
as
Yeah.
soon as I hear the first chord of that fucking thing, I skip. Like I can't do it.
Yeah, Nicole
I'm
hates
not
that one
gonna
too.
listen. Yeah. And what's a video that lives rent free in your head? I just skip it.
I like that
just
one because it's
show me the video.
a lot of times I've seen the video before, but it's always a chuckle.
Yeah. Are they like from actual movies or something?
It's just always like sometimes it's a YouTube clip that's just really hilarious. It's like an interview clip that's really hilarious. It's just funny videos. That's why I always watch those ones because they're usually something funny.
See, like I watch like Between Two Ferns when they have a little clip from that, I'll watch it because usually it's a funny clip from that.
Yeah.
But like when you start with the bullshit, what's a video that shut up? Next.
That's funny. Remember when we went to California and we saw Bobby Lee?
Oh yeah. He hit on me.
Yeah, exactly. Here's a TikTok of Bobby Lee explaining something that happened to him. You're gonna like this. Let's listen.
Okay.
When I was in high school, when I was 9, I got molested by a guy with Down syndrome.
Oh, I saw this one. Why are you laughing?
Yeah, why are you laughing?
It is fucked up. I would laugh too in some.
Yeah.
I know you shouldn't laugh, but like, is he serious when he's like, "Why are you laughing?" Because,
No. He's being funny when he's saying, "Don't laugh."
Bobby
why are you
Lee
laughing?
is.
He knew that would get a chuckle by saying it that way. Those are his friends. That's why he knew they were gonna laugh.
Okay, that's pretty harsh. That's like you're now. Was he really raped by a guy
Yes,
with Down
he really
syndrome? I
was.
want to know the thing.
Yes.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah, I've listened to his actual podcast. He had some weird
that makes
stuff
me
like that.
conflicted because one, now I feel like that guy. Like I shouldn't be laughing because that is really fucked up. But still, I couldn't help myself but laugh at that idea.
Like just like Brennan says, it catches you so off guard that you can't your brain just can't help but chuckle. Like, wait, what? It's your brain trying to catch up with what just happened.
Because, in your mind, mostly you think of Down syndrome people as being really sweet. They're portrayed in the media, usually, as being, super sweet, but special. You know, they're special.
Yeah.
And then, and also, obviously, just mentally weak, so you could obviously take advantage of them yourself.
Yep.
And then you see him being, it's what's wrong with you that you're raped by a guy with Down syndrome? It's like you're raped by a midget, you know?
Yeah.
It's if Arnold Schwarzenegger came out and was like, I was raped by a midget.
Yeah, you'd chuckle.
You
couldn't help.
Yeah, you'd be like, what? No, you weren't. You couldn't help it. And then, but if it were a real thing, you'd be like, I guess I should have.
I guess I'm the asshole.
Stop.
Wait, am I the asshole?
Yeah, exactly. Am I the baddie here?
But the TikToks really do we already have our attention span is so terrible from the internet and stuff, and TikTok has really honed exactly the thing we like about the internet, but what ruins our attention span.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Now the thing is, if I go back to work, right, in person,
yeah,
and I start talking to people I'm gonna want to swipe up on them. I'm just gonna reach out and swipe up.
Try
on
and
the
like swipe
forehead.
your thumb at them. Why is this
Yeah.
still? Why are you
It's
still
like,
talking?
shut fucking next. What's the next thing? Pass. I pass on you.
Just carry around a sign that says "swipe up." Next video. Next conversation.
That's really the problem with it today. Is like your social interactions.
Yeah.
Like they can't compete anymore with the internet and your ability to find something better.
I think they can, but they have to be people you enjoy.
Yeah.
That it's
like
not people at work.
Yeah, like 90% will never meet that. That's why Chloe was playing Heyday. Even this,
Yep.
she's like, meh, I want to play my video game.
Oh, speaking of video games, this will get us a little topic. Remember the game Nabunaga's Ambition?
Uh-huh.
Nicole and I got addicted to it on an emulator for a while there.
Oh, really? That was
Yeah,
a
we
good
were
game.
playing it. I beat it.
Wait, there's a lot of settings, though.
The
on which
first.
one? Where it's the whole Japan?
So
you only got the section of Japan.
Yeah, just the section of Japan.
You haven't beaten it until you've beaten all of Japan.
I don't think you
because
realize
that's
how
the
long it
tough one.
took me just to get to there.
I've definitely beaten all of Japan, but you had to play through, like, I don't know how many freaking times.
Yeah, it is such a tough game, but it's so addictive.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah, I wish more games were like that in the world building.
You know they made sequels, right? But I never tried them.
They're all real-time strategies, like the newer ones.
Are they?
Yeah, that's why I never
Really?
bothered. Yep.
Oh yeah, the Super Nintendo was just so perfect. Just like
Yeah, exactly. That's
simple
I just
enough.
want like another game, just like Nabunaga's Ambition, but like in a different setting.
Yeah. Cool game.
So get working on that, sir. Program that for me.
Yeah,
Thank
no
you.
problem. And put it in the million other things people tell me. Like, oh, if you could just code that. You know how software. I'm the idea man.
Yeah, I just come up with the ideas, guy.
Yeah. There's no competition for me.
I had
Coders are a dime a dozen.
I was listening to some podcast, and I listened to like these board game design podcasts, and this one guy said his like job title was actually like something like that. Like he literally just thought of ideas, and I'm like, you're that guy that everyone hates. You're the guy that just comes up with ideas, and like they never work or they always change. Like never once has an idea like that you've had worked out exactly if you followed that idea.
Yeah.
Never once.
It's all in the implementation that the real work is. The idea is just where you get credit.
Mm-hmm. That's goddamn.
Like,
how can you have a job?
There's so many people talking about an idea like YouTube. It's like, yeah, that's easy to come up with, you fucking moron. Of course people want to watch videos on the internet in like a normal way rather than downloading an MP4 at the time. It's just, do you know how much bandwidth that takes? Do you know, like, all the shit you have to figure out? Like, legally? Like, yeah, it's about doing it. That's the fucking hard part.
Like TikTok, that was a great idea. Let's do Instagram. Or I guess it kind of already existed as Vine, but like let's do it a little longer, but like you just keep swiping.
Yeah. Like seriously, I was in business school before YouTube. So many people talked about an idea of like the
videos,
internet, but like TV on the internet. It's like, yeah, except it's hard. Everyone has the idea.
Yeah.
You're not clever to have the idea.
Uh-huh.
God, just trying to protect your content with digital right management. You know how much work that is?
Yeah, exactly. It's all about the implementation. That's the hard shit. Like, how do you actually make that shit work?
And a truly unique idea doesn't matter if you can't implement it.
But it will matter at the patent office, because you can patent fucking anything. You don't have to make it work.
Yeah. But you gotta pay for that patent, though.
I'm gonna patent a guy that shits out the answers to riddles and questions. How does it work? I don't know.
And the Matador. Don't forget to patent the Matador.
Don't forget the Matador. I'm gonna patent Jesse Plemons.
I'm going to patent patents. And then I'll own all of them.
I'll sue them all.
Suing to the market. Not a bad strategy.
But yes, I really want a Nabunaga's Ambition game Just like, not even like necessarily does it have to be, kind of like, remember there used to be like drug war games like that.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that.
Those were big on the internet for a long time. I never
Yes.
got into them, but some people were. It's crazy how, like, if you think about the internet, early 2000,
Yeah.
and then today, like,
So different.
how different it is, but there was no year in which it, like, changed drastically. It was little by
No,
little.
it was gradual.
Until eventually you're like, okay, E-Bombs World.
Yeah.
What?
You remember it, right?
Uh-huh.
You know.
Yeah, of course.
When's the last time you went to E-Bombs World?
Never.
Yeah.
Like,
2009. At some point, I just
stop going.
like it was like Reddit, and then it just
Yeah,
dropped
eventually
off the
Reddit
list.
just was better than E-Bombs World because it just had that
Yeah.
too.
It's weird how, and that was just a much worse experience. It was just so much more ads and retarded stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. The internet
it was
kind of
fun.
goes the way of like any city you go into now. It's like you have some fringe stuff, but it's mostly like you got your Target, you got your Walmart, you got your Meijer.
Yeah.
Like the internet has become that.
Yeah, it's super corporatized.
Yeah, you just got your few
Whereas
that most people
It
go
used
to.
to just be. I assume E-Bombs World was just some crazy weird guy on the internet that just happened to make it,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. Pretty sure that's all it was.
Yeah. I don't think you can do that shit anymore. You gotta get funding.
Yeah, there's so many startups.
Yeah, like you can't just be Maddox with like your best page in the universe and just like blow up. I guess a lot of people, that's how they use the internet to blow up, like, or make money, is they go to places like TikTok or Instagram or Patreon or podcasting, and they make money through that. That's why those become so big, right?
Yeah.
Well, anyways, eventually we'll have to write our comic about the Matador and his troop of shitty foes and shitty friends, I should say.
Oh yeah, what's our? So it's like the Avengers, the Fantastic Four. That's what we should end with. We should get a name for these.
The name for
this
the
group of heroes.
Who was it now? How many? Because the bullshitter was the villain.
The bullshitter is the villain, and then we have there's the pisser who pisses at great distances and with great aim. There's the guy that shits answers to questions.
The guy who reads shit.
Yeah, who's the? Oh yeah, the shit reader.
Yeah, and then the Matador.
The Matador.
So 4.
So it's another Fantastic Four situation.
Yeah, so what we have here is a Fantastic Four.
So what's like
the number 2 duos.
There we go. I think we sold it. The number 2 duos.
Such
Not
a
bad.
stupid
That's
name.
cool.
I love it. Alright.
It's like it's. So do you remember? So the number 2 duos, like you have 2 duos.
Yes, it's like the Lone
Which
Rangers.
makes it. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like in that movie, The Airheads, where he's like, "What's your band's name?" We're the Lone Rangers. The Lone Rangers? There's more than one of you, right? So you're not lone. You understand that, right?
That's why the number 2
Sometimes I don't
duos
get it.
is perfect.
Yeah, the number 2 duos.
Because it's just as dumb as they are.
There we go. Sold.
Alright. Alright, well, I'm getting off.
All right.
Send me this podcast
Later.
so I can edit it.
All right.
Alright.